When I think of extremely violent games and characters, ones that have no disregard for human life, there's only one that comes to my mind. The ever-lovable Kirby! Kirby has been a force to be reckoned with, swallowing enemies whole where there isn't even bones left, sometimes copying their abilities, and just being adorably evil, so we forgive Kirby. Hey everyone, how's it going? Total Level here, bringing back my Top 5 series. Hopefully every Friday, as today I want to talk about my top 5 favorite Kirby games. Now, all joking aside, Kirby is one of my favorite characters ever and a go-to series whenever I just want to put a smile on my face. There's so much cuteness with each entry that you do feel bad for harming these creatures, and while they are super easy games to beat, that is the charm of them. You don't have to struggle getting through them, or at least most Kirby games, and I feel Nintendo does some fun experimenting with Kirby or HAL Laboratories that makes the Kirby games, as while not all of these games were home runs, it's still fun to see the pink puffball get so many unique games throughout its history. For this list, I picked ones that I beat at least once that are my personal favorites, so some fan favorite games like Planet Robobot, Return to Dreamland, and Epic Yarn won't be on here since I either don't have them or just haven't gotten around to playing and finishing those games. Also, I won't be including Smash Brother games either. So, with that all out of the way, let's check out my top 5 Kirby video games and dive right in. First game up is Kirby's Dream Land, originally released on the Game Boy back in 1992, and Kirby's Dream Land on the planet Popstar and in the country of Dreamland. King Dedede and his minions are trying to steal all of the food from Dreamland, along with the sparkling stars, as without those, the residents of Dreamland cannot grow food, so everyone would go hungry. Kirby then charges in to save the day to stop King Dedede and return all of the foods back to Dreamland. Kirby's Dream Land was my first ever Game Boy game besides Tetris, and it's a big reason why I have it on here. Yes, the other Dreamland games are much better, along with other Kirby games, as the original Dreamland didn't have the copy ability. It's very easy to beat and can be finished in less than 30 minutes, although there is an input code you can put in to make the game much harder, along with another one to adjust the difficulty however you like. Still though, this game is very easy to pick up and play, has amazing music, and just a game that felt perfect on the Game Boy. There may not be a whole lot of content in Kirby's Dream Land, but it sure has a lot of heart. At number 4, I have Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. This is an enhanced remake of Kirby's Adventure on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and was released in 2002 on the Game Boy Advance. In this game, Kirby travels around Dreamland to repair the Star Rod after King Dedede destroys it. This was one of my go-to games on the handheld, with how fun and easy it was to pick up and play wherever you went. The game also has amazing sprite work, as all of the sprites were redone for this version. Secrets are easier to find, with bosses being more challenging, and overall is a much smoother experience than the NES version. Using the Spark ability now won't lower the frame rates down to a snail's pace, and if you 100% the game, you get to unlock the Midnight modes where you're playing the whole game as Meta Knight. There's also new mini-games added, and you can play the game in co-op, though I'm not 100% sure if it's the whole game or just segments. I always play this game by myself. Anyways, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland is such a fun experience still on the Game Boy Advance. At number 3, I have Kirby Mass Attack. This was released on the Nintendo DS back in 2011, where Kirby goes to the Popopo Islands to explore, and of course, he falls asleep. Right after, the leader of the Skull Gang, NecroDeus, attacks Kirby, splitting him into 10 different Kirbys with only a fraction of their power. After NecroDeus defeats each Kirby, one is left standing and must explore the islands and gather his other Kirby selves to stop NecroDeus. Now, I normally don't enjoy games that use nothing but touch controls on the DS. Oftentimes it feels forced and feels like they could have easily incorporated button controls too. However, Kirby Mass Attack is a different story. It's really fun using these controls, and as you gather fruit to gain more Kirbys for your arsenal, it is very satisfying to fling them at enemies and see those enemies slowly get pummeled by this tiny Kirby army. Very fun despite no copy abilities. This Kirby game to me is such a hidden gem that I don't think enough people checked it out, as do yourself a favor and play this if you love Kirby. It is such a satisfying experience. At number 2, I have Kirby Superstar Ultra. This enhanced remake of Kirby Superstar back on the Super Nintendo is one of the funnest games on the Nintendo DS. Is funnest a word? Well, my version of my own dictionary says it is. Released in 2008, Kirby Superstar Ultra has all of the original game modes, along with some new ones, new mini-games, these fun cutscene videos, and updating the visuals. This is one of the best sprite-based looking games I have ever seen. It is so eye-catching, vibrant, and the animations are as smooth as silk. Whether you play this game by yourself or with a friend, as enemies that Kirby absorbs can be turned into either an AI allied companion or a co-op friend. There's just so much to love about this package. Yes, the main games aren't the greatest, and some of the modes are abridged remakes of games like Dreamland or just a harder version. Still, it's just a great compilation of Kirby experiences. I really enjoyed the Great Cave Offensive, as it references Zelda and Metroid games. Just a great package all around and a really fun remake. And at number 1 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I was debating quite a bit about this one since I did love Superstar Ultra so much and everything, but I ultimately went with Forgotten Land as my favorite, as it's anything but forgettable. Released in 2022 on the Nintendo Switch, Kirby and the Forgotten Land stars yet again our favorite pink friend Kirby, as a dark vortex appears over Dreamland, sucking up everything, including Kirby himself, and now he finds himself in an abandoned new place called the New World. There, Kirby sees Waddle Dees being captured by a group called the Beast Pack, and sets out to rescue them. On his way, Kirby sees this mouse or chinchilla-like creature named Elflin, where Elflin and Kirby team up to rescue the Waddle Dees and hopefully return to Popstar and Dreamland. This is such a beautiful, charming, and colorful world with such cute and adorable creatures. Well, at the very least, these dog or fox-like animals, they are so adorable. This game surprised me in many different ways, being the first true 3D Kirby game experience. There is so much you get to do here. Each level has challenges for you to complete to rescue more Waddle Dees. You get to upgrade Kirby's abilities, have these ability challenge levels along the way, a solid number of levels, and a good amount of replay value. There's quite a lot in this game, as this has to be the longest Kirby experience. I wasn't too sure how I would feel about this game with the setting having this semi-realistic look or, real world aspect to it, where you're going on streets, through malls and more, but wow, does it work for this game. I did not think I needed to see Kirby become a car in this type of format, but now I'm glad I have. It also has the best ending level in a Kirby game by far. So much fun, as I highly recommend Kirby and the Forgotten Land to anyone. It is just so charming. And that's my list for my top 5 Kirby video games. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Which Kirby games are your favorite? Or perhaps you don't enjoy Kirby games? Let me know everything in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you all next time for more my top 5 videos, along with other videos I do on my channel. Thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, follow me on Twitter at TotalLevelYT, along with Twitch, also at TotalLevelYT. Or maybe you only stayed for any skits I put in my video. In that case, please stay anyways. I'm so lonely. Alright, take care and have a great rest of your day, everyone.